the wall is actually 15 layers backwards. So if you ever need to hide the wall, you can't because it's on the wrong layer.
What are we gonna do when we get the X-ray telescope?
This is everything Gucci? No, it's not. Nothing is Gucci right now. Everything is chaos and misery. It's okay. All right. What am I gonna call this? Hold on. Did you write somewhere on Discord, Stray, what I'm supposed to send this to?
I started when I thought it was one frame per, and now I'm realizing that there's like 17 layers per, and they all change, and I'm like, just kill me.
Hey, you know me. I'm ready to merge all that shit. All right, I'm great at it. Okay, you want me to do one frame per? Just say the word. I love merging. You know what merging is in Photoshop? Control E. I love it. It's one of my favorite shortcuts.
I was just about to say he's got it hotkeyed.
Yep, I have it. Control E, baby. I'm ready to go. The magic telescope should be X-ray capable. Oh, for sure. Eventually, we're gonna have like some kind of lens that you can attach to your telescope that you can find in Okita, the science teacher at school. You're gonna find in her office like some kind of lens that you can attach to your telescope and then see through clothes. Like for sure, we're gonna have that at some point, guaranteed.
See through everything. You can finally jerk off to skeletons.
Yeah, they're innards. Oh, great.
I just put an example one in Discord, but I'm sure you'll recognize the format. I don't know that will definitely be the format, but it's as good a starting place as any.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wait, you put Tammy.
go. This is our test run. I'm gonna save this, and now I'm also gonna save that as Windows UI, I guess.
You have Tammy and Larry both as layer 01.
Yeah. Oh, so it has to be 02? But it's a different time of the day. Does that matter? I don't remember. Oh yeah, that doesn't matter. So I guess
Yeah, you still have
02.
to number them differently because it's a different thing.
Yeah. 02. Okay. What happened to
I
all
think the Eric and Larry relationship might be the weirdest one in the game right now.
Is it?
Yeah,
do you
because
mean
right
by
now he's
weird?
portrayed as Tammy's husband and not Eric's father,
Yeah.
and yet he has the whole thing about like wanting to apologize to Eric and stuff. It's like super weird.
Oh yeah.
He can just be a remorseful asshole. He doesn't have to be related.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the context of all their relationships, the person that he wronged was Tammy and not Eric, who's like just some random kid that's staying with Tammy now.
Yeah.
So it's super weird. So probably something we'll look to fix up a bit when we revisit.
It's fine. We stole his guitar as revenge.
Okay, Stray, I got a question for you.
Mm.
The UI, okay? The buttons to click to navigate different telescopes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want them to be placed on screen where they would be displayed? Or do you want me to stack them all so you can place them where you want? Like dynamic, like in terms of like a dynamic display or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Place them where you want, for now at least.
And we need to do like a darkened, desaturated version of the buttons. Do you want to do that in code? When they're not clickable or when they're not active?
Do they need to stay there when they're not active?
I think the idea is that all the buttons are visible, but they're all dark, except the one that's active that you're currently looking at, right?
Why wouldn't we just hide the interface while the dialogue is going on like we do with the normal HUD?
Yeah, but then if you want to navigate to the next one, what do you do, right?
Well, the buttons would come back after you finish the dialogue, right? They're only inactive while the dialogue is happening.
Okay, so what I'm asking is, when the dialogue is over, what do you want to display in terms of interface? And where do you want me to put it to export it? Like, in terms of like on screen, like you want me to just leave it like this, export them all in one layer, every button has its own layer, but place where they should be placed on screen. All of them are stacked on top of each other so you can move them around wherever you want.
They should all be each clickable button should be a separate asset that's placed on screen where you want it to appear on screen.
Okay. All right.
But we don't need dimmed versions because
you can do that.
If we really want the dimming, we can do that in code, but it probably makes more sense to just hide the clickable buttons while the dialogue is happening.
But when the dialogue is over, you still want to show all the options to click, right?
But then none of them are disabled.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. The buttons are either active or they're not there. There is no disabled state for them.
Okay, but it's not a disabled thing. It's more like a state of which one you're looking at currently. You know what I mean? When they're darkened, they're still clickable. They're just showing which one that you're currently looking at.
Do you need to know? Is it that unobvious that like you can see the person, right?
Well, they're not glowing, they're not highlighted. There's not an arrow showing you which one is currently selected. So having them darken when you're not looking at them kind of makes sense. It's like you're not looking at them. You know, it's like a visual cue that helps players. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we can do that.
Okay.
There's no point exporting the empty ones. You might as well just leave them.
Yep, I understand. Hold on. I'm just trying to now figure out where all these are going to be located. Currently, we have only 5 locations.
Yeah, this I, it's really weird because you've got the faces, but then you've got a location. And it's like, which is it? Are you looking for
Well, it's like
people or are you
Eric's
looking for
bedroom. It's like,
places?
but it kind of goes by who you want to look at, right? Like, I want to spy on Eric, so I click Eric, right? I want to spy on Tammy, I click on Tammy. I want to
Well, the
spy,
faces are their rooms too, right? Though, because if you click
yeah,
on Eric's face, you're looking in his room, and if you click on
exactly.
Tammy's face, you're looking in her room,
Well, yeah,
and
because
then the backyard. So
Yeah, but it feels like that's how it started, and then someone decided we need to be able to spy on the backyard, and it got thrown in as an afterthought because it
okay,
doesn't fit with the rest.
Stray, what do you want to do?
That's what I'm asking. Like you're the
Like,
one that's always going on about consistency. This is anything but. I'm just pointing out.
well, do you want to do just locations only?
I I think locations only would make more sense, especially if we're going to have people like Tammy show up in multiple locations, because then her face doesn't make sense. Because you're like, oh, the hint says I need to find Tammy in the telescope, so I click Tammy's face, but she's not there. Now what?
it's a
Uh,
little more confusing for players, though. Like if we're just gonna have images of rooms.
I think
It,
it's just
it's confu-
it's hard to
It's
show a room in a small icon. Like, that's my only
Yeah,
thing.
I think that's the bigger issue. Like, I don't think anyone's confused as to which icon is which room beyond like maybe the first time they're like, oh, this is interesting, and then they click through them and it's like, oh, okay, I see how
makes sense, right? So we could just use one button per location, and every time you click it, it swaps to the next room or window. You know what I mean?
I like that less. Feels
Okay.
less like you're controlling the telescope.
I mean, whatever. I'm just trying to be, yeah, efficient, I guess.
I think that'd still be better than what we have now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends. Like, if it stays 2 locations, we can do better. If it ends up 17 locations, then we're gonna get screwed on space. So.
Yeah. Hey, Zintech. Good, man. We haven't seen you in a little while. Okay. Let me save this. Why do I keep agreeing with Stray? You mean
It's a sign of sanity.
You mean Dark Cookie? I think you meant to write someone else's name.
So delusional, so sad.
Don't be like Mindright and Oshigo always agreeing with Stray, okay? Vote for chaos. Don't vote for structure and sanity. Vote for chaos and insanity, please. Zintek, like everyone else, I know, I understand. You know, we all been here and there. You know, it's all right. Happens. What's the story about the hijabi girl? Well, I'm gonna let Stray and Captain Sploosh answer that question for you. Okay? They can explain
There is
the
no
whole
story with the hijabi girl. Next question.
All right. That settles it. You agree with me sometimes, Jesse? Have you ever agreed? Maybe, yeah. I'm sure there has been a moment, right? Okay, let's do the next one. We did the backyard, let's do Eric. Eric is a big one. It's a painful one. It's a painful one.
Oh, what for naming?
Yeah, there's just so many freaking layers. There's a lot.
Well, there's not that many layers, but there's a lot of different tags.
I thought I had one at night of Eric's room.
You do somewhere.
Shit, I don't have it here though. And I think I deleted the other one.
Outstanding. Not even surprised.
No. Stray, don't worry, I'll find it. I'll find it.
Uh-huh.
Here, non-screen. I'm gonna call it screen. I guess this is the closed. The evening shot of the pool is pretty nice.
Ooh. Speaking of the pool, when are you going to export the pool girls?
The pool what, sorry?
The pool girls.
Do you need them?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do them. I'll export them tonight. I just couldn't find them. But I will find them. Okay? Do not worry. They're in some PSD somewhere.
But they're already exported, they're just named wrong.
Oh, are they?
Yep.
Where are they located?
They're currently at Art Alt Changing, but they need to be split into different characters.
Oh, they're all called changing instead of like having its unique character. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, you've got like 2 frames for each of them. I think one is them changing and the other is them reacting to being caught changing.
Do we have a list of names for them?
Yes, I put a rename request in like over a year ago. I don't know where it ended up.
Okay.
Lost in some document somewhere, I'll dig it out.
Alright, thanks. Because if I had that list, then I could just do it quick and be done with it. But alright. Okay. Close ups. Cutscene. Wait a second. Can I reuse some of this here? Oh yeah, maybe.
Yes, they have names, Jesse.
We should definitely name one of the girls Jezzy for sure.
They already have names.
I mean, rename one. Okay, and create a new one. Is that what you like best?
Sure.
I don't want. If you want to create a new one, sure. Like all the other ones are already defined elsewhere.
All right, Jezzy, we found a place for you in the game. uh,
Yep. Just
slicking off in the changing room.
yeah, just perving on Jesse in the. Oh god.
Just Jezzy in one of those changing rooms, 3 fingers deep.
Oh god, no.
Hannah's gonna be so jelly.
just send DC
something like that. Okay.
But you don't see that unless you like look at the fine print on what they do.
All those old ladies is easy pickings for Mind Ride, all right?
So what we're learning is that the YMCA is basically like the Illuminati. They're everywhere, you just don't know it.
No, no, no.
Well, I mean, there's another one that's managed by the YMCA, but it's privately funded. So it's like a memorial center for a particular couple. But the YMCA manages it. You know, there's just a whole bunch of different things they do.
How wealthy do you have to be to have like a memorial leisure center?
I don't know.
That's,
Probably to the tune of tens of millions.
yeah, that's nuts. Oh, and also hilariously ironic, they weren't particularly healthy.
Okay, I'm gonna do this background tomorrow. Finish it tomorrow anyway.
Oh wow, the lifeguard stand's right there, huh?
Yep. You like that?
I
Is
do.
Zoe gonna be right there too?
Ha! Secrets. Not even the Des will know. Ha! I will show you what this is for.
I have a feeling I know what it's for.
Yeah.
This can't be good. DC never shows us some previews of anything that we're not gonna regret later.
Excuse me, but come on. Stray is really good at making me look like and sound like a complete a-hole. Not that
I
I'm
never
not an
once
a-hole.
mentioned the cage in the basement. I leave that to other devs.
This looks like a shot image for Rhonda's story.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
Yes. It's for a Randa story.
I mean, all the spoiler is in the file name anyway, so you know.
Yeah, true. Why do you have to point that out though?
But people already know.
You're the
that,
only one who pays attention to detail when I'm streaming, Stray. You understand
oh my
that?
God.
If you weren't around, I would never have to redo anything ever. Okay? The only reason I have to fix things is because you're in here. Okay? to finish this background. All right, which is gonna be for I'm gonna be working on Ronda's content on stream a lot more as the next weeks and months progress. All right, so we'll be working on a lot of Ronda stuff as we transition to the Ronda content and her update. All right, so have a good night, guys, and see you tomorrow.